Chevy, gonna go for a hike? Let's do it. All right, ultralight today. I've got a little teeny tiny 10-liter pack, minimal kit. We just pulled off the side of the highway and we're hitting up this protected water area. And we're just gonna hit the trails, do some hiking, have a nice little lunch, and change the scenery for once. So it does say the sign at the very beginning, no vehicles of any type, no all-terrain vehicles. As we know, in the backwoods, people don't always follow the rules. Someone managed to sneak back here, but silver lining, this gives me an excellent pack down path just to follow up. It allowed me to leave my snowshoes at home and just chill and follow along this pack down tracks here. So we're just leaving the highway now. Chevy's off leash. And it feels so good just to be out in a new area. I spent a lot of time going to my little bushcraft camp, and it's like staying home every Saturday night. You're still having fun, but you kind of miss that new and exciting adventure. So I'm kind of pumped just to be out here for a couple of hours, hitting up this trail, new forest, new sights and surroundings, and quite frankly, no idea what's around each corner, each bend. So let's see what we can get into today. Any outdoorsman or woman who passes up a bounty like that is a fool. One of the things I'm really loving right now, if you actually have been a follower of mine and gone through some of my past videos, I don't actually spend a lot of time in areas dense with birch. This area is just heavily loaded with birch. So I've been taking my time trying to find some shaga, which I haven't seen yet. But this is a super nice score. Chevy's picking up pace now because he's got rabbit fever. Go get it. So a couple little bunnies just about 100 meters ahead, hopping around in the woods. And as we get closer, let's see if Chevy actually picks up on the scent. He's got quite a brisk movement now. So he's definitely on the trail. Where's the rabbits? No, I don't think Chevy's a rabbit dog. He's just totally oblivious. The finer little details and things you can spot in the winter. This is the squirrels or chipmunks getting busy for winter. They're busting open the pine cones. They're getting those pine nuts and they're storing them. And this is the result. They leave this big mess here. So just little teeny tiny things that maybe when you're hiking you don't necessarily stop to see and appreciate. But all around us, animals are out here thriving, surviving in the winter. We're just out for a day hike and I get to drive home in a warm truck. These little guys are out here getting busy, so kind of cool. So we've hit the power lines now. You see them running this way and then up that way, and the trail continues on down this way. So I'm just gonna keep following the trail. 2 hours in, and finally hit some water. Kind of cool. I think this is actually called Island Lake. I'll confirm it below. So I'm just gonna go now and see if I can continue up the path and find a little bit more obstruction-free hike down to the water, and then we'll check out the shoreline. Oh, what a beautiful lake. Half decent size too. It goes right across the lake, down through there, up that way. Down this way is the end of the lake. Oh, and about 2 hours in, great place to sort of stop now and have a little breather. Oh, I really, really wanted to be YouTube cool and just blaze right across the lake. Spend some time on that island over there. I'm by myself. It was an unplanned hike. I'm not 100% sure the thickness of the ice, especially right along the shoreline. So I think I'd be breaking quite a few common sense rules if I was to try it. And I don't want to be one of those guys in the newspaper everybody reads about. Fell through the ice, went through a hike. No, not for me. So I'm just gonna chill out, eat my noodles, and then take another 2 hours and just follow the trail back out. So I wasn't even planning a fire, but I also didn't bring any water. So if you've ever tried to boil snow and make it boiling hot with propane on a couple of degrees below zero day, it's taking forever. And to be totally honest, I'm getting chilled to the bone now, just a little tiny bit uncomfortable. So thanks to my bounty of birch, an abundance of dry wood here, I'm just gonna have a little mini fire up, speed up the boiling so I can eat my noodles and warm my hands up and my core, and then head out. Oh, it feels incredible. It's just got a nice little fire going. I've got enough on there to sustain itself for a while. Ironically, my water started boiling up before I even got the fire going. So now I'm gonna have the noodles as well. Oh yeah, we're in business. Oh yeah. And that's just about a trip. Just about 3.5 hours in. This fire here with the wind, it's still smoldering, providing me some nice heat. And because it's so cold, I don't want to talk too much. I just want to wolf this down because this is what's going to warm me up. I feel good walking back. And that's a wrap. Explored a nice new area. Really quick fire. Some noodles. Chevy's over there relaxing, just lying in the snow, ready to head back home. And that's exactly what we're going to do once I finish my noodles. Cheers.